All right, moving on to our third ratio problem type. This would be an algebraic form. And this sometimes can throw people a little bit. It's similar to the mismatched ratio concept, right? Because it's not asking for a number, it's asking for what's the ratio of x to y. And really all that we have to do is just simplify these terms here. And while this might look scary, it's a relatively straightforward process. All we need to do is set up our two ratio columns here and cross multiply. So here, let's just illustrate the first one. Set of ratios 1, ratio set 2. So the first thing we have is ratio of 5x to this thing. I'm just going to distribute these terms, right? Instead of writing 2 parentheses x plus y, I'm going to write that as 2x plus 2y. Hopefully that makes sense. 2x plus 2y. And they say that's equal to 2 to 3. The ratio matching the 5x is the 2, matching the 2x plus 2y is 3. Okay, and they want to know what's the ratio of x to y. Essentially what they're looking for here is we're going to cross multiply and try to get all the x terms on one side and all the y terms on the other side, and then whatever those numbers would be in front of x and y, that's going to be our ratio. So here, let me just demonstrate that. These are relatively fast. So for example, 5x, let's see fewer notifications, we don't need to see that. 5x times 3, that's 15x. Okay, so we cross multiply this and that is equal to 2 times this. Well, just remember, if it's 2 times both of these things, we have to multiply both of those terms by 2. So that gets us to 4x plus 4y. Okay, we're actually almost done. Remember, what we want to do is get all the x terms to one side and all the y terms to the other side. So I can subtract 4x from both sides. And that gets me to 11x is equal to 4y. And we're done. The ratio of x to y is 11 to 4. We can't simplify that at all, right? Because 11 is a prime number, so we just have to leave that be. Yep, that's it. Yep, pretty easy. I just wanted to illustrate this because I didn't want anybody freaking out if you saw this kind of question. You just, here's how you do it. So on that note, I'm going to work through the second problem, but I would strongly encourage you to pause the video, take a moment, and see if you can work this out by yourself. Okay? But here, it's the same exact thing. Let's set up our ratios. 2a minus b compared to a plus b, that is set, that's the ratio is 2 to 5. So 2 belongs to that one, 5 belongs to this one. We want to know what's the ratio of a to b. So a is equal to what sort of b, right? How much a is equal to how much b. That's all that we're looking for. All right, let's cross multiply. So if I do that, we get, let's see, 2a minus b times 5, that gets me to 10a minus 5b is equal to that times 2. That would just be 2a plus 2b. Okay, I'm going to move the b's over here. So I'm going to add 5. It doesn't really matter. 5b. I just like to avoid negatives as much as possible. So that means this is gone. And I'm going to, that gets me to 7b, right? We have 7b's over here. And if I subtract 2a from both sides, we end up getting 8a on that side. And again, we're done. The only thing that I would just caution you, just one easy way to slip up is make sure that you're following the correct order. They want the a number first and then the b number. Okay, so in this case, our a number is 8 and the b number is 7, so the ratio is 8 to 7. But it's easy to make the mistake of, like, say I'd worked it out the other way around, where I put all the a's on the other side and the b's on this side, and so I ended up with, 7b is equal to 8a. A trap would be to say, oh, the ratio is 7 to 8. No, because they wanted to do the A one first and the B one second. Okay, so just watch out for that. That's all. Okay, that was it. That's all you got to do with algebra ratio questions. Just set up your two ratios, cross multiply, get one term all by itself on one side, the other term all by itself on the other side, see what the numbers are, and you're done. All right, hopefully that made sense.